Okay, now you tell me verbally, Sally, this is what?
That has his name. My dad's World War I Purple Heart.
Atwood
C.
Allen.
Allen.
Yeah, how about that?
World War I.
And that's your dad.
Now tell me your name. You're familiar, but I...
My name's Frank Podolak.
Of the 11th month, the 11th hour, the war to end all wars came to an end. We are taking this moment in time to remember the sacrifices of more than 250 men and women that left this community over 100 years ago. Some left for adventure, some left because of a sense of duty, some volunteered while others were drafted. Some of you might have noticed that in front of the World War I monument, there's been surrounded by red poppies this morning. Starting in 2014, communities from around the world started to place red poppies around their war memorials. The red poppy is the iconic symbol of remembrance. The poppy is forever linked to the First World War. Over the last year, a very dedicated group of knitters, some of them are here today, have been tirelessly creating these red poppies that have been placed around the monument. Each poppy has been made by hand for each person named. I'd like to take a moment to thank those knitters. Kathy, Judy, Sally, Philip, Miss M, and finally Christy. All this work would not have been possible, though, without the help of the library. The library opened their doors to this group. Now on the rest of the ceremony.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Veterans Day services. Chaplain, you offer turn, please.
O God of hosts, we bow our heads in thankfulness for the victories thou hast granted us. To us and to those people who have united with us to stamp out the evils of aggression, intolerance, and greed. We beseech thee to bring the blessing of understanding to the families and friends in this and other lands of those who have given their lives that men may be free. Grant, O God, that those closest to the fallen may mingle the pain of their loss with the ennobling light of sacrifice for civilization, sacrifice for a better world for this and other generations yet unborn. Grant us too, O God, the courage to so live with the family of nations and around the world that the end of strife be the beginning of enduring peace. Grant us patience in planning with our fellow men and women a world in which nations can resolve their difficulties by peaceful means. Touch thou the souls of people in every land, that with the enduring light of wisdom, so they may form a brotherhood which will strive to further the arts of peace under laws and ethics blessed by thy love. Grant us now thy continued blessing upon unity and strength that makes victories possible in war, that we may win greater victories of peace. Amen.
On this day, Veterans Day, we are commemorating the service of veterans of all wars. We remember how men and women set aside their civilian pursuits to serve their nation's cause, defending the freedom of mankind and preserving our precious American heritage. We believe our strength on the field of battle, on the supply lines which nourish our armed might, lay in the justice of our cause against forces of evil. We believe our determination has made us better warriors because we fought with our minds and our hearts as well as our body. We recognize service to our country and her cause does not end with the termination of military service. We continue our endeavors in behalf of honorable world peace with a feeling of profound gratitude to God and to the men and women who gave their lives as their part of the cost of this noblest of causes. Out of the blood and sweat, we learned of the purpose, sacrifice, tolerance, bravery, and discipline. These are the solid foundation stones upon which a great nation is built. In our continuing quest for honorable world peace, we must cultivate these virtues. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, veterans. The waging of war involves more than just the combatants who fought to the death on the field of battle. The fighting forces began at the fireside and in hometowns. The repercussions of war's terrible brutality have chilled the heart and dimmed the hopes and dreams of many a loved one left behind on the home front. While the horrors of the battlefield may not have been our experience, we have lived with the terrifying loneliness created to answer the aggressor's challenge. In waging war, we have moved forward with the unity of purpose which made us strong, forgetting pettiness, egotism, and pride. Our hearts beat in tune with those in other nations fighting for freedom and the dignity and opportunity of mankind. In our constant quest for an honorable world peace, there is a need for unity of purpose if we truly are to move forward for a brighter tomorrow.
First off,
Good morning. If there be glory in war, it is the most almost incredible spirit which it engenders. Those who offer their lives sacrifice all with magnificent command. Heroism becomes contagious, yet too in warfare, greed, and brutality are epidemic. Too often is these latter which persist in peace and follows. Let us strive to see the same spirit of self-sacrifice is cultivated in peace as has been exhibited in war. It behooves us to rear new standards of success to inspire youth in peace to inspire in war. Public honor must be given where public honor is due, not through manipulation of the market, the seeker after profit, power, or position, but rather let us honor the heroes of science who alleviate human suffering and carry to get to greater heights the standards of civilization. Let us honor those who in public service seek not how much they may secure from the nation, but how much they can give. Let us honor those who devote their lives to that education which will lead our children to live and laugh and learn and love as we have only dreamed of doing. Let us honor those veterans who carry into ordinary affairs of life noble idealism and sincere capacity for self-devotion. Let us translate the devotion of war into the devotion of peace. Let us will to live and will to die for our country.
thank you. Woman veteran speaking for all women veterans of our country.
Good morning. The hurts of war fall alike upon those who wear the same uniform, no matter how they may differ in race, creed, or culture. Those who fight together suffer together to achieve a common aim. In the similarity of battle dress, there is a common denominator, the common purpose, the sharing of danger and suffering, which brings in time a war of tolerance which adds strength to the cause. As we put aside the brown and blue and green fabrics that made us one people on the battlefield, we can hold in our minds the tolerance that we have achieved. In tolerance there is progress. Progress towards a better and a happier world.
Courage is one of the virtues born of war. The courage of individuals in the face of danger, and the courage of nations to protect the weak and punish the aggressor. There is bravery to be shown in peace as well. May we recapture the courage which turned the wilderness into cities and bound men together under government. We can turn slums into comfortable homes, turn uncertainty into certainty. We can reach new heights of civilization and opportunity for the men and women of this nation if we have the courage to expect and work for a better way of life. There can be romance in this challenge also, bravery that fights for political, social, economic, and spiritual gains may be more difficult to practice, may be unsung when achieved, but is all the more worth striving for. Thank
you. War has taught us the lesson of obedience to command. The game is more than the player, and the ship is more than the crew. There is a greater discipline we must now pursue if we are to preserve this virtue of obedience in our quest for an honorable world peace. This is obedience to the laws we ourselves make, the voluntary discipline of citizenship. Under our system of government, we may change the laws by majority rule. We may persuade our neighbors to new theories or new courses. we may advocate in free elections the choice of veterans or plans. As good citizens, we follow the choice of the majority, whether that choice be the individual or not.
Okay, thank you. In time of peace, we can use the ennobling virtues of war and put behind us its ugliness and suffering. In peace, we shall go forward together to scale new heights of achievement and unity of purpose. In sacrifice for the common good, in tolerance for those different faiths and creeds, in bravery to fight for social and economic gain, and in the discipline of good citizenship. We shall move forward in the sight of God as a strong nation in a peaceful world. That basically concludes our presentation. I wish that Bea was here to lead us in song. I'm not smart enough to remember the entire Star Spangled Banner. If someone wants to lead us, we'll try to do it.
God bless America.
Star Spangled Park.
You said me.
All right, I'd like to take this chance to introduce Mr. Gottry, who's going to discuss some of the accomplishments of some of our World War I veterans from our community. Thank you, everyone, for coming this morning. Now let's sing God Bless America. Sorry about that, people. Sorry, Ken. We can go now, right?
God bless America. Land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night when the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white and full. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Since I messed everything else up, we will remind you, let everybody know that the Mountain Legion is our guest. We're having after ceremony reception this evening. Please join us. Thank you for coming.
I don't know. Ask Kristen. She'll know.
Yes, you will.
You got all the, yes.